Hey there, and welcome to another video where I'm going to try and talk about my technique here. You're going to notice that when I first scanned in this image, it had a lot of extra colors there in the background, so later on we're going to have to remove those colors. But what I'm doing right now is duplicating the image, and we're going to put the drawings right up next to each other so that I can crop the image, and by writing in the numbers up top, I can crop and resize at the exact same time. So now what I'm going to do is use the threshold adjustment layer to adjust the black levels so that I get a crisp black line for both of the images. Now this one didn't work so well, but I'm going to have to fix it later with the pen tool. Now what I'm doing is I'm selecting from the channels menu, I am selecting the entire black layer and then making it so that I have just lines on a layer so that there's no white anymore. I'm basically pulling the lines off of the white background so that I can put colors or anything I want underneath it. And so I can basically have a see-through background. Now what I'm doing is I'm just fixing up the original inks. I'm adding in a little bit of anything that's hard black is being added in right now, and I'll probably edit this a little more as it goes on. This video is being sped up to 4 times the original speed. And what I've done now is I've added in a new layer for adding in the shadows. And basically I have it at full opacity and normal color blending mode right now, and I'm just laying in heavy layers of black. This allows me to see everything as if I was doing a silhouette of just the shadows, just laying in nice hard shadows. And now I'm just going to reduce the opacity to a solid 30%, and then go back in and add all the details that would have been a little harder to add in when I had the solid blacks. Now I could have gone for a smoother look, but I chose a hatch marked look for consistency with the project because that was what I first showed the client, and that's what they've decided to go with. Here I'm just erasing out about 50% of the color on that custom logo, so it's a little bit muted compared to the other lines. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up a couple of these things and then select all of the white around the character. I'm going to invert that so I have a selection of the character, and then contract the pixels of the selection so that I have a little bit into the black lines, and then fill it with white. So when I filled it with white, as you can see, now I have transparency behind him but a solid white on the full character. And now I'm going to go over and do the other character. Now this one had a lot more problems with the actual drawing. It looks like my pen was running out of ink, and so I've got a lot of dual lines that came out when I did the threshold adjustment. It's alright to fix, it's not a big problem, it just takes a little extra time. And now once again I've added in a new layer, and I'm just going to start laying down some heavy blacks for the shadows. I'm also trying to incorporate the idea of actual design into the caricature's outfit, so that because I only have one level of shadow that I'm using stylistically on these drawings, anytime you just add all color to an outfit, it can get very boring. So sometimes you're doing shadows with it, and sometimes you're doing design color with it. And that's just something that I'm making up as I go. as we wrap up here, that is how you can quickly add just one solid layer of shadow to an otherwise unshadowed pencil drawing. I'm going to zoom out, show you both images, and thanks for watching.